Actually, we were broadcasting the tour by Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings of the CPP. He's touring Bushrod Island in Monrovia, specifically the New Cruton area as well as the Douala area. And our correspondent will be joining our correspondent in Monrovia. The moment he charges his phone and then gets things going, we'll be coming to you. But in the meantime, we'll be playing you some music, and hopefully we'll get to our correspondent as soon as he uh, charges his phone. So if you're joining us, this is the Portland, Liberia. We're coming to you live from Studio A in Norway, and in Monrovia right now. We'll be relaying Mr. Cummings' tour of the Bushrod Island, specifically the New Cruton and Douala areas. He's there presently, and our correspondent will be taking us through. We stay in contact with him, so as soon as he returns, we'll be getting to him. But in the meantime, we'll be playing you some music while we wait for Mr. Cummings, or while we wait for our correspondent to return, and then we'll be joining him. And that was just a reminder that you're listening to the Bottom Line Liberia. This is where we bring you the issues, we discuss the issues, and we come down to the bottom. My name is Linford Guer from Norway, in Studio A. Paul Chilople is there in Monrovia right now, and Chima Kamara is in the UK, and we bringing you this live broadcast. And right now, while we await our correspondent in Monrovia to link us up, we'll be playing you some music, as well as other jingles.
If I join your party that fall, that why you call us me, I think you call us me with everybody. My Liberian people, who you want? My Yana boss, who you want? My girl with me, that who you want? My girl that. Your fake party, then your thing we had to settle your. Your me way, your omega, yeah, and straighten it to your chakra. Your spoil the country now, that your Kuluma. That is how come just say. Whoa, whoa, whoa. CPP, oh yeah. Really? Appelé. Soba. Party, si party, party, ha. Stenabera, ha. I am Lily Mona. I am Lily Moriah. I am Lily Yakula. Eh, who you want? My Liberian people, who you want? Our market with me crying, who you want? Yana boss are crying, who you want? Pape, come in, that who you want? Monapa, I say, who you want? Over, yeah. Soba, get back. People are saying, now you
want. AK on the beat. AK on the beat.
Okay, as I told you earlier on, I'm in Studio A in Norway, the Scandinavia, and Mr. Cummings is touring the Bushrod Island, the entire community. He's been in Town, and he went to Douala, and I guess they're heading somewhere. And we earlier on had a relay, and but we want to play your repeat of that particular tour, and when our correspondent resumes, then we'll be joining him for a live continuation of the entire program. But today is National Flag Day, so let me say on behalf of the Portland crew, my colleagues are not here now, but we want to say happy Flag Day to all of you. As you know, we have three major occasions in Liberia. Okay, let's make it. Let me give the countdown. We got Christmas, we got New Year, we got July 26th, which is our Independence Day or something we call National Day, and then we got Flag Day. So these four occasions are some of the ones that we all Liberians celebrate, even if they don't go out, but they celebrate it in somehow, some ways. I remember when I was in grade school up to high school, or that was the 70s and 80s, we used to have, Flag Day celebration. All the schools, my junior high school in Monrovia at the time, the Basel Teenage Junior High School, we used to have some of the best drilling squad. I remember all the names like Hime Bodio and Jonathan Cummings, or the late what do you call it? We used to call it Longaton, but it was called Brunel Brown something, you know, and we have some of the best drilling squad. I remember one particular year, if not 1976, 77, it will be 78. Uh, we won the best um trick drill performance, and that same year I remember the Monrovia Demonstration Elementary School gave the best ass right at the executive mansion. I thought I was still alive then, so I think that was 1978 or 77, if I'm not mistaken. That means many years ago though. But Flag Day is a very important day in Liberia, and that, now the school schedule is different, but schools used to be open on Flag Day, and so you see all of the schools, the elementary, the drew by category, the elementary schools, the junior high schools, and then the high schools. And I remember Tottenham High used to be at the head of the high schools, and then comes all the rest of the schools, and even and it used to be competitive, but I don't know how it is now. Now that the school schedule has changed, school is closed right now, so I don't know how students will actually participate in the Flag Day celebration. But it used to be a colorful occasion, and the highlight of that program was uh, all the schools will assemble, will leave our campuses and assemble at the EJ Raw building, where an indoor program will be held. And right after that indoor program, the president will be at the executive mansion. Oh man, we're talking about colorful days, man. The president and all of his cabinet ministers and whoever, the entire family will be standing at the top of the executive mansion, I think on the second or third floor, and then all the schools will march from EJ Raw after the indoors program. Then we'll go up Mama Point and bend and come all the way UN Drive, past PHP, and then take the road going from Pasa Community. When we reach there, instead of bending to go up on the bypass, we go as straight bypass the Ministry of Information and then the Capitol building. Then we'll go down at the Executive Mansion, and the president will be there, and all the schools will give the ass right. I know if you lived in the 70s and 80s, you know what I'm talking about. So um schools used to be doing very well on Flag Day, and all of that glamour and pageantry actually ended after the coup. Uh, right after the coup, Toba was killed, and that was it. And we didn't have any good more time. And in fact, I was out of high school then. So, but today is National Flag Day for Liberia. We'd like to say Happy Flag Day to you wherever you are. This is important line on behalf of my colleagues who are not here now. I'd like to say welcome to the bottom line. But as I told you, Mr. Comey has been touring or is touring New Town as we speak, the Bushrod Island community that is, as we speak. And we hope to go live if that program continues. If it is live, we hope to go live. But if it is not live, okay. Um, uh, If it is not live, then we will just give you a repeat of the broadcast. But let's try to see if we can go to that the repeat broadcast. The program is actually good. Let's go to the repeat broadcast. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, Yahweh. Yahweh. Yeah, hey. We're not moving too fast, yeah? We're not moving too fast. We're not moving too fast, yeah? Tell people not moving too fast. Please tell them. Hey, we're not moving too fast, yeah? Please. We're not moving too fast. Mr. Cummings just hit District 16 New Kutan, a place believed to be President Weir's stronghold, but see the mama of a cry that come out. And in fact, New Kutan has fallen. District 16 has fallen to Mr. Cummings. District 16, where it's known to be President Weir's stronghold, has fallen for Mr. Cummings. It has fallen to Mr. Cummings. See the mama of a cry. See behind that. See how many people are out there. See how many people are out there. That is Mr. Adams and America Cummings marching on with his people. See the car like this one. Yeah, not too fast, not too fast. Not too fast. Mr. Cummings has District 16. This is Point 4 Junction where he was born. This is his place of birth. This is his place of birth where he was born. Point 4 community. This is his place where he was born and he grew up. This is where we live to be. President we are school home. But Mr. Cummings has locked down District 16 New Kutan. See the amount of people out there that are resolved. Okay. He's going to talk with somebody that he saw. They grew up together. He's going to talk to that person. One of his childhood friends that they grew up together. Is his child. We have locked down District 16, New Kutan, where that is believed to be President we are stronghold. But Mr. Cummings has shut it down. We are about to enter where he used to live, the particular yard he used to live. It is now a garage. It is now a garage where he used to live. This is the exact place he used to live. It is now a garage. And he's here. He just gave him a passport. He's going on the other side to see some of his childhood friends. See the kind of people. See the kind of people. See. See how Ramoras Elesia. See how people are singing who got a contract you. We are in his community he used to live. The community he used to live when he was a boy right there in the Cleveland. This is the community. See how this is very slummy. He used to live here. See yeah, he used to live here. And whenever he thinks about where he came from, he gets inspired to do more when he takes power. This is the community he was born in. This is the community he was born in. This is where he was born, where he grew up as a young boy. This is the community. See people out. This is the exact community he used to live when he was a boy. You see how Stormy is the community? You see how Stormy is the community? This is where he used to live. This is where he was born. This is where he grew up. This is where he schooled. See how it is. See how it is. This is the community Mr. Cummings was born in. This is the community that he was schooled at. This is the community. So why in this recession he had decided to give it a visit? He was living right here. Right here he was living. Right here he was living. He was living right here. Right here. Right here he was living. Right here. This is his community. This is his community. This is where he was born. This is where he grew up. This is where he was schooled. This is his place of birth. So as being the 16 on the tour, he had decided to give it a visit. So let's hear what he's about to say. This is the chairman of the community. This is the chairman of the community Mr. Cummings was born in.
Please. Please.
Gentlemen, please. Please, last thing.
Hello.
This is the community of Mr. Cummings. This is where he was born. Why in this 16? He has decided to just give her a visit. This is his community. We are living no school or touch. Everywhere we will visit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Palestine, this is the Republic of Nigeria. We have come here to welcome one of our own, Honorable Alexander Kennedy Cummings. As for the information, we made here before. But apparently our 1 or 2 years old, but he's 5 years older than me. But today, he said he's going to see where he came from. This is why he is here. According to information late yesterday, about 5 o'clock. But now we're standing. We say he is welcome. Our community and our community.
They are telling him welcome home. This is where he was born. This is where he was born. This is where he was schooled. So they are telling him welcome back to his home, to his community. Cummings. Okay now.
Continue.
Cummings. Cummings. If you win the whole 2016, you get silver problem. And the whole problem is this one there. This is his old community where he was born, where he grew up, where he was schooled. So this is his community, his yard, where he was born. I have one stone to pay 2 bread. That's my proposal. One, we build a village that is only where to go into a while. I will stop all the water from it. But every year, so every year now, so then you are going to water over, walk back. And I mean, the problem had not been solved. Only when the problem has been solved, we'll pay on 2 days there, and that's 2 days there. So it will step for a year all the way to work. We have the community and land it there. Sarah. Number 2, this time here, it can be developed as an open very, very good professional school. The best government professional school anywhere cannot be there. LBDC, not on the island. We need one. That is our private thing. We want substantial students that will be well equipped and organized. So, what's our plan? If God blesses you, please come. Please remember us. Thank you very much. Thank you. When we win, we will win. We'll take this commitment. We'll do that different. Your life will be better. I promise you. God, thank you. I'm never going to walk around. God, thank you very much. This is my home. This is my hostel. All right, we are touring the district now. We are touring the district now. This is his community where he was born. This is the yard that he was born in. This is the yard he was born. We are living in the community and Mr. Cummings was born in. We are touring the district from one community to another. See the amount of people that are out here. See the amount of people in front. There is 5 people there. See the amount of people. Who is this Simera-way, right? How is this Simera-way? Who is this Simera-way? Who got to know? Yeah. Listen, see the mama of a crowd we have here. See, Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings has locked down New Town. Mr. Cummings has locked down New Town. Mr. Cummings, please share the live. Please share the live. Please invite others to follow. Mr. Cummings has locked down New Town District 16, a place we live to be President we are stronghold. But Mr. Cummings is saying no to that. Just how he said, it is a shame when President Weah says that this election is one round. So he's saying the same thing here to his supporters. He has locked down Newtown. See it? Mr. Cummings has locked down Newtown. See the amount of supporters here. See the amount of supporters here. Pamela, go now. Para go back. See, Mr. Cummings is doing wonders. He's doing wonders. I'm not sure you are a chef in you. So you gotta waste money, yeah? I was over one for you. See, we are here in Newtown. District 16. Mr. Cummings has locked down District 16. So this is the district believed to be one of the stronger holds of President Weah. But Mr. Cummings is saying no to this. Mr. Cummings is saying this district is where he was born. Right here in Prenford. We are in Prenford as we speak. This is before Mr. Cummings supporters are out and they are saying Mr. Cummings will be the next president comes October 10th. Let us keep on following. See the amount of people. See the amount of people we have here. See the amount of people we have here. Newtown is locked down. Please share the live. Please share the live. Please share the live. Please share the live. Please invite others to watch. It is a beautiful scene here in Newtown, District 16. And for the fact, I'm a proud son of Newtown and will always be a Newtown boy. So this is my home. We did our homework. We made sure our people came out to support Mr. Cummings. It's a tour, it's a community tour. We are moving from one community to another and see wonders. Oh Lord, we never ate our reset period or our reset before the reset period. We went there, recess, and then we decided to come out and have fun. So this is fun. This is fun. See, this is fun. A lot of supporters who are at the back. That is one of the guys that work with me to make this program a success. Mobilization, bringing our people. It's Bonnie Caddy. See the wonders we are performing here in District 16. See the wonders we are performing here in District 16. District 16 is locked down. District 16 is locked down. Even at our back. See the amount of people at our back there. Just the back. And then see the front. And then see the front. And then see the front. This is Newtown. The place Mr. Cummings was born. This is the Swimmer Breath. We are in Newtown. This place is believed to be President Weah's stronghold. But we are defying all oaths here. We are defying all oaths to surrender District 16 of Mr. Cummings. And we will do it. We got more to do. This is a campaign that we are put ourselves in. We were not called, to do something else, but we were called to transform this country. So we are here making sure. Yeah. We are here in Newtown You see our mothers and our sisters, how happy they are. How happy they are seeing the son of Nikutan, a man who was born right here in Perfo. A man who was born right here in Perfo is being celebrated by his fellow inhabitants. Oh, these are our mothers and our sisters. Myself was born right here in Nikutan, and I still get my family here in Nikutan. Nikutan is my home and will forever be my home. So we are here, we have done our work, and this is a result that we are seeing. Our people have spoken. Our people have spoken. They are saying the one Mr. Cummings. This is a clear evidence. This is a clear evidence of the work we are supposed to. This is a clear evidence. This is a clear evidence of the work that we are put in. See how our people have. We share the share. All the share finish. All the share finish. We pour more than 4,000 shares. We pour everything finished. In fact, posted as one of a share. Oh, all thanks also to the queens of CPP. Oh, these girls are doing extremely well too. They made it upon themselves. Some of them live in the various communities and the districts around Montserrat. But they made it at 2 days to sleep in Nikutan for 2 days. To one of the colleagues' house, they slept here for 2 days to mobilize their fellow young women. To mobilize their fellow young women. So I'm so proud of them, the queens of CPP. They are doing extremely well also. They are one of the brains beyond the success of this rally today in Nikutan. They took upon themselves and decided to sleep right here in Nikutan for 2 days to mobilize our fellow young girls to come out and support Mr. Cummings. So the queens of CPP are doing extremely well. The queens of CPP are doing extremely well. And we must say thank you to them for being in Nikutan, for sleeping in Nikutan for 2 days and mobilize our fellow young women to come out today. And this is the result of it. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of that chairlady, Madam Jerez Bonsky. And me serving as a CEO, I'm also proud of myself. So we are here, Nikutan. Nikutan has fallen. Nikutan has fallen. Nikutan has fallen. See, Nikutan has fallen. We are doing our work, and they are speaking for us. See, Nikutan has fallen. Oh, Nikutan, my dear Nikutan. A home of many intellectuals, a home of many patriotic librarians in and out of the country. This is our home. We are proud of being where we are, we have originated from. Our people are out in their numbers. Mr. Cummings is here performing wonders. See the amount of people. See the amount of people. See the amount of people we have here. Imagine just as a holiday wedding, more people decided to say, oh, this is a day of rest, I won't go anywhere. But in spite of all of these things, they are saying they will come out because this is the son of Point 4 community right there in Nikutan. And Mr. Cummings was born in Point 4, Nikutan. And I was born in a lot of things in common. See, those that are at the back here. This is the back. See how many supporters are there cheering Mr. Cummings. And look at the front. Oh, we have locked down Nikutan. Oh, we have locked down Nikutan. Mr. Cummings has locked down Nikutan. Oh, we have locked down Nikutan. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy because we had a lot of sleepless nights. We took the radio. We talked to our supporters. We talked to the intellectual centers. talk with our supporters. We went to the various communities and talked with our people. And now they are out there responding. They are responding. Oh, Mr. Cummings is the man of the movement. Mr. Cummings is the man. See how supportive our people are. The people know their leader. 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 This is MIC community right here in District 16 too. This entire place is the borough of Nikutan. This is MIC community. We have entered MIC community. And our mothers are cheering on the roadside. Our young brothers, our young sisters are here cheering the name of Mr. Cummings. We are prepared. Just what I was saying. Just what I was saying. Please share the live. Please invite others. Please share the live and invite others. We are performing magic here in Nikutan. We are performing magic here in Nikutan. Oh, we are performing magic. Jesus of our people. We will go from door to door. Jehovah Witness campaign. We will do it. Because there is a cause we are giving ourselves to. So we'll do it. We'll make sure this will be turn over to Mr. Cummings. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. This is wonders. Oh, we are performing magic here in Nikutan. Mr. Cummings is performing magic here in Nikutan. We have done our work. We have done our work. And our people are responding. This is believed to be a stronghold of President Weah, but Mr. Cummings is defying the oath of that supremacy that he too has of us here because he was 1 year also. See the mama of a crowd that we have here. See the mama of a crowd that we have here. See our people. See our people.
Where they belong, taking them from corruption.
I say, see our people, please share the life. This is Douala. This is my own community. This is Douala community. My own community. This is where I was born. I grew up here. I got my secondary education from right here, St. Mary's Catholic High School. This is where I was born too. So I too have a say here as a person of Nikutan. So we have blocked down Nikutan. We have blocked down Nikutan. See, this is Douala. See how happy our mothers are. This is Douala. We are performing magic in Douala. See the amount of people here.
It does not belong to PDP, but it belongs to the people of district number 16. So there's a clear indication that Alexander Bears to me is
oh Lord. Oh Lord. This is magical. This is magical. Oh, Nikutan people, I'm so proud of you. Nikutan people, I'm so proud of you. You are responding and sitting there. Nikutan people, you are responding and sitting there and making sure Mr. Cummings is being elected as the next president of this republic. And we'll make sure of that. We will make sure of that. Our people are responding, and this is my own theory. This is Douala. This is Douala, where I too was born. Oh, this is where I too was born. So we have done our work overnight, and this is the result.
We expect this to be another day, but
See the amount of people do out there. See the amount of people do out there. You are walking.
look at the crowd here.
Look at the amount of supporters that we have here.
It's going to take down this district.
Oh, I'm getting down now. I'm getting down now. I'm getting down now to tell her the mainstream. Why in Mr. Cummings? Go be picture. Why in Mr. Cummings? Why in Mr. Cummings? Go be picture. So let us hear a symbol. Let me pass it. Let us hear a symbol. We are assembling. I'm taking you to the mainstream. I'm taking you to the mainstream. Oh, welcome. My dear brother. Gentlemen, please, 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Let me get it on that, please. Joe, 1 minute, baby. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Please, let me get This is Mr. Cummings in Nikuta. Follow. We are here in Nikuta. This is Para Michael. So where you here? Let's go. This is what we do to transform this country. This is what we do to transform this country. We will make sure that is Jala, the mobilization chair of Labour Party, is here in full frame, making sure that Mr. Cummings reach out to every community. Number 4 on the party. Number 4 on the party. Number 4 on the party. Yo, gentlemen, we are doing this right here. We are making sure we are telling our people our case. Malas ayati. Open up. Yeah. This is believed to be the stronghold of President we have, Mr. Cummings is defying all odds, making sure that he too has lost there. That is Barry Ari. Ari, who is CPB candidate right here in District 16. Working alongside CPB State Member, Mr. Alexander Cummings. So right here in Newtown, this is the Douala market. We are right here in Newtown. Okay, Inshallah. Inshallah. There's a promise to see Newtown performing magic. To the promised land. Your way to the promised land. Your way is for your way. To the promised land. That is, oh, the queens of CPB. The children are here too. The girls are here. It's on the way to be president. No way. A judge of Desco Tour. Who announced Desco Tour. And see how packed this place is. Thousands of Liberians are here. This is so shocking to President Weah and his supporters because they never saw this coming. And see how thousands of our people are out.
Mr. Cummings for district number 16.
Well, and let me say good afternoon to all of you that are watching. This is the Bottom Line Liberia. My name is Linford Goa, and I'm coming to you from Norway, from Studios 1. And our correspondent was on the field there, Political Kelvin, and he covered the entire program. But we'd like to say thank you to Kelvin and thank you to all of the people of New Crew Town. Um, when the political season started, some 6 years ago, because what is being concluded today started 6 years ago after the election of President George Manuel Weah. And a lot of people say Mr. Cummings was nobody knew him. And even until now, even if you brought Mr. Cummings and made him as big as this house, people will say they don't know him. Or somebody whose name they don't know, or somebody who the people don't know according to them. I mean, his name is all in the papers. You turn on your computer, it's Cummings. Cummings now gay, Cummings is nobody, Cummings is 7%. But nobody knows him, but they know all about him. So it is being manifested that all of these are innuendos and shenanigans and lies are all intended to bury that fear for a man that is fear so much. Mr. Cummings is the fastest, or the ANC slash CPP is the fastest, most powerful political party right now in Liberia. I mean, you can compare that to CDC during the 2005, 2007, 11 elections. You see, what I do know about Liberians is that Liberians in general, we are like women. If a woman sees a new man, the old man, whether that old man was a good man or whatever, forget about him. The woman will follow that new man until they can discover what they want about that new man. So right now, Mr. Cummings is a new guy on the block, is a new kid on the block, and nobody can stop that. And I will tell you that this election or these elections, you expect shocks. And for those of you who have made up your minds and you've just lay all of your eggs in one basket and say, well, or John Brown is going to win. Let me tell you one thing. This election is not about CDC. This election is not about Unity Party. This election might surprise you. You might have some new guys coming up, even up to the runner-up. But people, Liberian people again, some of them, even if you tell them, do not walk on the car road, the petrol will hit you and you will die. You say, no, my mind is made up, I'll go there. So that's why people are still in denial. But I can tell you one thing. If you look at the political landscape, if you look at the momentum, if you look at how much Mr. Cummings and the CPP have galvanized over the past 4 or 5 years since the election of Mr. Weah, you will know that there is a big difference. But I just want to tell you that when you deny reality and that reality continues to hate you, you will be the victim. Because the thing is, you try to suppress your mind, your heart of the truth. They tell you that this is it, and you say no, it's not it. So the voters in Liberia, you have a choice. You made your first mistake in 2017. You elected President Weah, and I wouldn't blame you because you thought that he was a man, and because you loved him so much for playing football, for putting Liberia on the map. That's why some of you voted for him, and you rewarded him. Now he got what he wanted. Okay, at least your doubt is clear. We can't blame you because you too, you had to do yours. Okay, the doubt were going to be there. People were going to say, "Oh, Liberian people were not fair to Weah. Oh, he wanted to be president. He made sacrifice for the country so much." And I don't know how we are sacrificed for Liberia though when it comes to football. Because Salinsa, the rest of the guys, Boy Cooper, the late Boy Cooper, People Bestman, and Washington Blake, all the guys, Sakwamayo, they all play for Liberia. So should we make all of them president? But again, this is Liberia. And George Weah was playing in France, in Italy, and other country in England. He played his personal football and he won his private accolades that we can give him. But Liberian people take it to be their property. This war base that George Weah won, they take it to be their property, and they will go to any extent to even make George Weah a king. But then God, in his wisdom, he said, wait, the Liberian people, since they think they want George Weah, I'll give them George Weah. I think there's a story in the Bible where God wanted to give the people a king, and they said, no, we want our own king, and they went and selected a king, and God allowed them to have their king. So what I'm saying is, if George Weah had not become president, there will be some Liberians today that will say have doubt that George Weah was the best. But God, in his wisdom, he convinced Liberians and they voted for him. Now, 6 years after, or 5.5 years after, they are complaining. So God told them, you still have a chance. God is telling you, you still have a chance. You still have a second chance. Because, before even the judgment day that the Bible talks about, and now you're preaching, I'm not a Bible scholar, but I do know some things about the Bible. Okay, the judgment day that the Bible talks about, God will not just grab you and carry you there. God will give you several chances in life. If you are a sinner, God will say, repent. He will show you signs to make you repent. He will do things to you to make you to know him. Those are the chances that God gave you before taking you to judgment day. So, Liberia, you made your first mistake, and that mistake was well placed. There are some mistakes that, in my view, are necessary. That is one of it. Where you voted a man, a country of educated people, a country of intelligent people with very, very high level of intelligence, but we were able to vote for one of the least intelligent men among us to lead us. So, God said, okay, you made a mistake, but you still have a chance. Now, Mr. Cummings has risen to the point to convince you that he can manage this country. And like, I hear a lot of people say, oh, Cummings was not president. And nobody is born as president. All the presidents of the world that I know of, okay, I have not heard that this man was born as president. Kings, queens are born as kings and queens. Why? Because they run a monarchy. That if I'm a king and I born children, my first child, whether boy or girl, we inherit after me. So they, at least when they are born, we know that they are born as kings or queens. But presidents, where we go to the ballot box to elect, there is nobody born as president. Okay, you can make your way up to that presidency, and depending how well you perform, you'll be a good president. If you perform dismally, you'll be a bad president. So, sorry, our weather is changing here, so it's bad. So when I hear people say, "Oh, the man does not have experience," the man does not have experience. What is the experience that you're looking for in a person? This is a man who managed. He managed a very big company. And I always say this, and people think, I'm just making fun. When I tell you that if you come from the corporate world with your CV, you go anywhere to look for a job. Once your CV is very good, you are not dismissed for stealing, you are not dismissed for mismanagement or whatever. It is likely, most likely, that your CV will sell you very fast. Based on the experience or the qualification that you bring from that particular corporate world or corporate entity. Then come from a government. Joe, stop, move from there. Come from a government and carry your CV to the corporate world. By the time you hand out your CV to the manager or the personnel director of that particular big company, they will look at you. The first question that will run to the mind is, but this guy was working in government. Why is he leaving to come here? Is it because we pay much money, or no? Because in government things are relaxed, and especially so talking about Liberian government, not just all governments, but talking about a government like the government in Liberia, where the president does not go to work. Your president will abandon you for complete 48 days and go to watch football game. Your president will fly private jet and go anytime to do what he wants to do without even consulting you. When he comes back, he does not give you any reason why he left the country to go. A government where you see a minister, because you can blame the ministers, because the president himself is not setting precedence or good precedence. The president leaves and does anything he wants to. So the ministers don't go to work. And let me just give an example like a Ministry of Finance, where they play with money. So Minister 12 might not even go to work. All he does is he pops in the office and call the key deputy and assistant ministers. Hey guys, what all you got on here? You got some cash, you'll bring it, collect it, maybe go to meet the president and they do what they want to do. That's the kind of government you want somebody to have experience from, to come to post off that this man working government for 40 years. And that's why when I hear, oh man, Joe, the man working government for more than 42 years, 45 years, I know what 41 years. It doesn't mean anything to me. Okay, let Joe Walker take his CV for working in government for more than 40 years and carry it to one big companies. Let's see whether the people say, okay, they will make experience in government, you can employ him. No. Because the first thing, the people begin to question you. You know, I work in the government here, I work in the government in my community. Okay, and I know what government job is. Okay. You pretty much relax. Because the first thing is the government does not depend on you one person to run. There are several branches of government. But imagine that Mr. Cummings was number 2 man in the entire Cold War worldwide. And he had to make certain decisions to keep the company running. And you know what? You know what companies run? Government does not run to make profit. Government collects taxes from you and me. This is how government get money. So government not thinking about losing anything. Government is not thinking about making profit to say, okay, I will make profit before I be able to pay my workers. No. You the workers, the same money they pay you, you turn around, you pay taxes to government, then government take the same money and pay you again and provide services for you. So this is what government looks like. But imagine, okay, no, those of you who got doubt that Mr. Cummings, the position he came from is not important. Ask yourself, if you're working, those of you who got doubt, now I'm talking to you directly. So you say the position that Cummings came from is not important, or he does not have experience, so he can run Liberia. But imagine yourself, if you're working for government or even a private company, take your own money, invest it, say into food, kosher. Let me make it simple, kosher. All your money you get, take it, invest it into kosher, and go and employ people. And your workers are not performing well. The food not good, the place not clean, you lose customers, they cook the food remain over, but you spend money to buy the food. When they cook it, every day they cook, the food remains over. You throw it away, you don't get money. You say you spend $500 US to cook every day. When you spend $500, maybe they only buy $50 food, then $450 waste. Okay? So you think the manager or the people who are working for you, you think they're good people? No, you will not do it. But if you have good cooks in your restaurant, and the moment, in fact, the food can be cooking, the people put order until by the time the food is finished cooking, it's finished. And then you maybe have to cook again. What do you think your manager is doing? It's doing perfectly well, or your workers are doing perfectly well, and you're working to make profit, and you'll be able to pay them. But so the two scenarios where you're throwing all your food away every day because it's not good, you're not having customers, and then where make it two people. One person is cooking good food, all the food can go fast. One person is cooking bad food, they can buy food. Who will be able to pay their customers? And who will be able to make profit? It's the man who is making good business. So that's why this is how corporate world operates. Coca-Cola, I think it's about 1 or 2 countries around the world where you don't find Coca-Cola products. And Coca-Cola have bought so many other products added to the real Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola is out there to make profit. And Mr. Cummings was number 2 man in the entire system. So if Mr. Cummings was not making good decisions, and Coca-Cola, that particular branch that you were, or the particular part that you were the number 2 man for, runs bad and no profit, and that they close down. You know how much Coca-Cola will lose every minute in the entire day just for one bad mistake, one bad decision? And the man worked in that place for more than 10 years. Now one day you heard Coca-Cola went bankrupt, or Coca-Cola did that. They kept producing and producing. Even as we're fighting war Liberia, people were still having Coca-Cola products, whether they bring it from Sierra Leone or wherever. So the point I'm trying to make here is that Mr. Cummings has that experience to manage things. And the man had already consistently told you that he managed billions of dollars. In fact, the budget of Coca-Cola, the operational budget is more than your entire budget, the whole country. Can you imagine? I don't know who's calling me. I can't even locate my phone. So I don't know what is this. This is okay. Forget about it. Let's continue. So this thing upsets me. I will call you for no reason when they have no reason to call you when they're calling you. So, if Mr. Comey had made bad decisions, you know what would have happened? Coca-Cola would lose a whole lot of money. But here's a man who worked for more than 10 years in the system, and then he was retired honorably. While he's retired, he still even serves on company's board, good companies. And some of the argument people making, oh, Coca-Cola is a structured place, meaning it is set, the whole system is set. So whether company works there or he work there, it will stay run. Those are people. So now when they talk, I try to see if there was some machine that you can use to see in somebody's brain in their head to see whether they got any small piece of brain in their head. They sound stupid to me. And you know why I say they sound stupid? Now tell me, if you have a good company, and that company is doing well, then you employ me. I come to that company, and I'm a bad person. I'm a bad manager. I start mismanaging. What happened to that company? Don't you think it will break down? But rather, I come there and then I increase productivity. I increase profit. Everything becomes well. So then who am I? Am I now a good manager? Then he said, oh, Coca-Cola was already set before Cummings started working there. So whether Coca-Cola did well or not, it was not Cummings. It's stupidity. If Cummings was a bad manager, he would have broken down Coca-Cola. Now, I will tell you one thing. God is still giving Liberians the second chance. And if he makes this chance, we will only talk about having the opportunity before, but he went. You want to re-elect George Weah. When you are crying, what type of people are you? Yeah, you got a few of you working in government, but majority of the people are not working. They're suffering. Now, Mr. Comey told me something in Germany last year, 2022. We sat down on the sideline of the football field while the game was going on. We have invited Mr. Cummings to Germany, and he and I were talking. I was just using my little journalistic style to trick him and asking some tricky question while the game was going on. And we're just doing casual conversation. And Mr. Cummings told me one thing that I still believe. The man said, "Living for the know where you live. How many times do you see yourself going after politicians?" I just say, "No, I'm in a Labour Party here, the second largest party in Norway, right? I'm a member of it. But if I tell you prior to my joining that party, if I tell you I knew the officials of that party, in the local officials there, I lie to you. I didn't know any of them. And guess what? I mean, I didn't know them to be the local to be party officials until when I joined. And guess what? The guys who are the party officials, they are my best friends. They're in casual life. Casual life. Now we meet in the street and say hi. In fact, the party chairman, he's running now this year because our elections are going on. He's running to be what? The city mayor. This guy and I have been friends for a while. The reason because he also organizes. There's a festival we have here called, I don't know what the English word for it, but it's like smoked fish festival where people bring different types of fish and made of different things and people buy and eat and whatever whole week. So sometimes when he organizes that festival, you can have chance to sell what you want to sell. You know, you can have chance to work what you want to do. You know, so the guy is my friend. I didn't know that this is the guy who is the party chairman for the Labour Party here until when I decided. Here's the Labour Party tent. Here is the left wing party tent. All the other parties are tents. There are about 4 tents built. They were running campaign. But they can yesterday talking, all of them talking, nobody making noise. You're talking, no lecturing normally, man. So since I left the Labour Party, I just decided to walk there. I asked the guy, can I register? The guy said, oh yeah. So after I registered, I met my man. I said, oh. Then they introduced and said, well, is the chairman. I said, oh, but you, that you? He said, yeah. I mean, this is a simple guy. Big boy, rich boy, but simple. The guy will rap as in the summer to come to work. In fact, the first festival I'm talking about that he organizes is right above my apartment here. Right up here, the office. The office is right up here. So I just need to get outside and walk up to him. You see the guy. So this guy is a simple guy, and this guy, they don't make themselves big. But the point I'm trying to make is that the system that the people use here is quite different. They don't do that thing based on whether the person is. They look at your qualification. Now whether you work in government for long. So you don't know your government officials here. And Mr. Cummings told me, he said, that Norway, do you run behind politicians? I said, no. I said, in fact, I'm in the party. I serve on a committee here. In the party, I serve on a committee. So I know how we operate, how we make policies here. So Mr. Cummings told me, say all the North people making in Liberia, it's all because no job. And that's a fact. He said, you live in Norway. In the morning, you got your regular work to do. You leave that job, you're supposed to go to work 7 or 8 o'clock, you leave it and go run behind one or go stay with one politician do. Yeah? The politicians are hustling. Yeah, because they don't steal money to get rich. No. Like I told you, my party chairman, the guy organizes festival. And when a place you can get money from, besides that he's doing a regular job. In fact, the festival is in November, right? The guy in November, you see him sitting in a forklift, and his friend lifting it up, and he hanging all the flyers up. You know, always joking. I said, the day before now, will not pick you up. He said, no, I can't for that. He said, I said, no, well. See? So, and that's the fact Mr. Cummings told me, that if you get companies in Liberia and people are working, you will not have all these noise about, say, people, somebody running behind you up and down. That's why when I look, yeah. Even down to listen, Mr. Cummings. Just now, I was just showing when he visited Nuclear Town, and people are walking all behind him. And these are people who want change. I agree. Everywhere around the world, even in America, they can have rally, political rally. But the way we do our own Liberia is different. And most of the people that are behind Mr. Cummings, they're fighting hard for the community, the country to change. And some of them are fighting also, maybe with the hope that when Mr. Cummings wins, they will get a job. Okay? The same way they did to George Weah. Everybody wants to be part of the game, you know. They want to have that sense of belongingness. That's how our political system operates in Liberia. And Mr. Cummings told me in that same conversation, he said, let me tell you, if you got companies in Liberia employing people, he said, take for example, how big is Liberia? You got east to west. You can move from, you can drive, if you get Guru, you can drive from Maryland to Cape Mount in 78 hours. So from Banga to Monrovia, or from Monrovia to Banga, will be like 2 hours maximum 2.5 hours if the road is good. If you got the highways that, the guy in Europe or in America, it'll be simple. You can cover the whole of Liberia in 2 days. Okay? You can go from north to south, from east to west in 2 days. Now, he said, if you got good companies, and each of those companies, they are paying well, and they employing like up to 2,000-3,000 people, educated people, let's put it that way. He asked me, he said, just make your calculation, make a rough estimate. I let him Mr. Cummings and told, right? You can do it. He said, make a rough estimate. How many PhD holder you think living in Liberia right now? We're not talking about outside. We're not talking about Liberia who got PhD now, outside. But inside Liberia now. Very few. They can't even reach to 10. You say more because some companies will not even employ PhD holders, right? But masters holders and technical people, how many of them? They can reach 50. Master degree holders in Liberia with technical background. You count them now. I mean, I'm not talking about outside of Liberia, I'm talking about on the ground. No. They will not reach 50. So if you got a company that comes and employ over 3,000 people, you will find out, and this is Mr. Cummings' exact word, you will find out that in less than 5 days to 1 week, those companies would have absorbed all of your PhD holders or your master's degree holders with technical background or whatever, administrative background, whatever, and then the educated people finish. Then you got another company that will be employing BSc holders. You see, yeah, for BSc holders, you might have up to 400 or 500 of them on the ground in Liberia now. And that company is employing 3,000 people. They will absorb all in 2 weeks. Then they go to high school graduate. They will absorb all. Then the country empty. But we got about 5 of those companies. So tell me, how many of them will be able to even employ people fully? You say the country is empty. You got a country of 4 to 4.5 million people, and the educational rate is very low. Okay, so the few educated people, they feel that they can hold on to power, and they are the ones trying to decide for the people. And for the uneducated people, these few educated people will go and try to decide for them and tell them what to do and dictate their course of action. So Mr. Comey told me, he said, "No, that country it takes less than 4 or 5 years. Give yourself 5 years, make it minimum maximum 10 years. People will be well to do. You have a middle class. You have a middle class. All the political knowledge. You not have no. Let me tell you, it's true that they're talking. Look at Norway. We got the same population in Liberia, right? 4.5 to 5 million people. We all the foreigners more from here. The people come to around 2 million, 2.5 million people. They're not plenty. They don't born plenty because it's hard to take care of kids here. So that burning, they try to avoid it. 4, 2, 3 enough. Somebody made me say born 4, people will be laughing at you. Yeah. So these people, they make sure that they provide for their people. So you will not see, like I said, you will not even know who politicians are. Nobody will go to them. Eh? The king, the whole king in the country here, the whole king. Besides the workers, the people working at the palace, who will go stay to the king's house and me no. No. We see the king on few occasions. One of the occasions we see the king regularly that he cannot miss. Unless, and which I have not seen, unless he's sick, is what we call our national day, which is the Independence Day, which is May 17th. The king and the family, I know that one of the days that they work very hard. The king, his wife, the queen, the crown prince, and the crown princess, and their children will come and stand on the balcony of the palace, and they will be there. All the schools will drill campus, all the organizations, they will be there for now 6, 7, 8 hours, the whole day. They standing. That one of the days I know that the king and the family or the royal family can really work here. Other than that, they are nominal people, and other than that, they live the normal people. Nobody's going to the king house to say, "Give me money." The prime minister, the guy was riding cycle, in a park, and he met the African boy standing here. The African boy rocking a lady. Then the African boy stopped and he say, "You want to buy something?" The prime minister say, "Why?" Then the picking to say, "But you know what I'm talking about. We're picking to that. I just want a regular guy who can be in the park, Every country you get banana picking, you're going to get some banana picking men who can go, and they can do that. This one not there." So the prime minister told him, say, because we got king, we get president. So from the king is the prime minister. So the prime minister said, "Oh, but and the prime minister, the king say, the prime minister, so what?" I'm telling and then the prime minister started laughing at him. So, "Okay, take care. You see, so this is how simple these people are. And so, not that they don't have money, they get money, but they're not stealing money to get rich. They get paid. So the money they earn is what they live by. Eh? But you got your government official there. They don't go to work. They're not doing anything. They're stealing. You put in government after 5 years, they're all billionaires. So why people now want to go in government? So stay quoting Mr. Cummings. He told me, he said, no, that noise will stop. If I become president, I will encourage companies to come to Liberia. And somebody will ask, how will he do that? Here is a man who worked with a major company like Coca-Cola. He came from there with clean record. He was not dismissed. He did not come from there with any bad record. So this man can encourage any big company to come based on his credentials and say, no, come to my country. I am the president now. I got law and order. And one of the things he spoke about is law and order. He said, I got law and order. Your company will be protected. Your money will be protected. Come. He said, you were so found out that when 5 major companies come, and you don't put all of them in, put one in Kipamo, put one in Kibon, put one in maybe Lofa, Bon, divide them, put some in Riverside. The Riverside that are not populated, that nobody wants to live. I've been to Riverside one, 1997 election, on the camping trail. Went there. There is nowhere called Riverside. You have be driving and say you're going to Riverside. We can know one hour right near the Cessus River, and then where Jote was living. Jote was stopping during the camping time. They said, we're in Riverside. I didn't see in the city. No. So, Mr. Cummings said, in order to open those leeward counties, just place some major companies there. You'll find out that people, in fact, it will be much easier for people who want to save money to live in a leeward counties and working with a good company. And you know what? Because horses there will not be expensive. Even if you're working there, you want to buy land, you can go to the local people to get land for small money as compared to you buying one lot in Monrovia for maybe $10,000. In the interior, you can buy a whole acre for maybe $200, $300. Okay, so it will be easier for people to move back to the interior. Then all that crowd in Monrovia will reduce. There will be no noise. No, let me tell you, government officials, time for election, they might even go around looking for people to come vote for them. They might even go around looking for people to come do housing. But right now, because no job, so the other people, they don't want to go all around housing. Well, they hope that, something will happen for them. So, Liberians got an opportunity. Do that miss this opportunity right now? Cummings is an opportunity. I'm not saying he's present. Nobody's even myself who talking here. I've met Mr. Cummings. We've sat down and talked, but I don't go in his mind to know what he said. I take him for his word for what he said. And you can only hold me responsible for what I say, but you don't hold me responsible for what I think because you don't know what I'm thinking. You can hold me responsible for what I say, what I do, but not what I'm thinking because nobody will ever know what the next man is thinking. So I can hold Mr. Cummings responsible for his words according to what he told me. He and I talked. I didn't say somebody told me. The man and I sat down for more than almost 30 minutes on the sideline, on his football field in Germany, in Hanover, and we talked. And I saw reason. So Liberians will have the opportunity. If you miss the opportunity, you always say opportunity was here, but I missed the opportunity. And let me describe what opportunity is. And I'm quoting former President Charles Taylor. He once said that opportunity is like one old man with bald head, the whole head, no hair on it. He only got one string of hair right here, long. So when he wakes up every morning, he will shower and grease that one string of hair so greasy, he will grease it well. Then because in his life, he can visit everybody. Opportunity is not a mean old man. So very generous old man. He will visit everybody in life, maybe once or twice. If he's lucky, he will come 3 times or 4 times. So Mr. Taylor said, opportunity he will shower that morning, grease his hair, he said, I'm going to visit John. When opportunity comes, no matter what you're doing, whether you're eating or whatever, you come. And he will always come at a critical time that you will recognize that he has come. So he will visit you. And maybe you'll sit there and tell but he will not tell you, hold me when I'm here, opportunity, hold me, make use of me. He will let you make your own decision whether you want to make use of that opportunity or not. And this is where we as people always say, oh, I had the opportunity if I had known. So Mr. Cummings said, the opportunity will come, not Mr. Cummings, Mr. Taylor. He said the opportunity will come visit you. If you don't grab it, he will go. Then the next time you say, hey, I had the opportunity, but I miss it. But when opportunity visit is most sensible man, By the time you know that opportunity, and he got that one string ahead, the only way, and the old man, that big fat big man. So you won't able his body to say, I'll hold the whole body. So you grab that one string ahead, you wrap it around your finger. He can't go, you keep it with him. Then he say, hey, then your friend will say, hey, yeah, Peter get opportunity to look at Peter ba. Yeah, so men get opportunity ba. And do my that man will say friend get opportunity been visiting him several times, but he didn't make use of him. So this is the opportunity for Liberians right now. But if we miss this opportunity, and I will tell you, the next thing we'll be talking now will be story. We'll be talking, we say, we had the opportunity. After Joshua, we made mistake. Then we voted Joshua. When Joshua left, Cummings was voting. Then we had the opportunity to vote that man, but we forgot. We made mistake. And this is opportunity can soon come at a time when he knows that we made mistake. So, Liberians, we have the opportunity right now. And what do we do with that opportunity? Grab him by the hair, that one string of hair, keep him tight so he can run away. Okay? We got an opportunity. And in these elections, ask yourself, what is in there for me? Or am I only voting the candidate because he been in government for 40 years or 45 years? Am I voting the candidate because he plays good football? Ask yourself, who is telling you why? Joshua, he need to tell you anything because he had done what he's supposed to do for you. You see it. Nobody, he need to tell you anything and say, I can do this. Unless two people want to believe in Joshua and say, okay, I'll bring the heaven down for you in the next 6 years. The first year I'll say tie the rope on it on heaven, but I didn't get it. So now I got a rope on it. Vote me, I'll bring it back. Now unless two people believe that one. But Mr. Cummings is telling you everything that he will do. And that's what you should listen to. Because your question, if you hear this word, in politics, there is interest. There is something called interest in politics. Okay? And ask yourself, what is it in there for me that I'm voting this man for? It may not be money, it may not be job, but facility, opportunity. That's what we're talking about. Okay? So that's it. Nigerians, ask yourself, what is in this or in these elections for me? What am I going to do? Or if I vote, why am I voting? For which reason am I voting? So those are the questions that I want you to ask yourself, because you got the opportunity right now. Do not be somebody who will say, oh, if I had it, if I had known. Thank you very much, and talk to you later. This is the bottom line. We'll be here on tomorrow, Friday, because we come on every Friday and every Tuesday. We'll be here tomorrow with another fresh edition of the program. My colleagues are not here. I'll just following the live coverage of Mr. Cummings in New Kuta. And let me say thank you very much to Political Caring for bringing our program live to us. And whenever Mr. Cummings is going anywhere and we are opportuned on the bottom line, we'll follow and we'll bring it live to you. And so we encourage you, as you vote your conscience. As you vote wisely, so that you will not regret in the future. Because let me tell you, the worst thing that anybody can do is to regret and say, even if I know well. Because the thing is, the decision is yours to make. So if you expect anybody to tell you, you should know what to do. Okay. So like I said, I'm under the cold, so I'm not really well. I'm just trying to take a chance, and we hope that we'll be back here tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock Liberian time, and 9 o'clock Central European time. Will be here with a fresh edition of the Bottom Line Liberia. My name is Linford on behalf of the entire team, and thank you, Political Caring, for bringing us that live coverage of Mr. Cummings' tour in New Kuta today.
AK on the beat.
Mara